Hello, Sudoku friends, and welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku Puzzle. Today is May 5th, 2024, and it is a couple of minutes past midnight here in Copenhagen. And because it is a Sunday morning, the New York Times Sudoku Puzzle is available 4 hours earlier than usual. And we'll have a look at it and see how it goes today. 8's a block over here, of course, and an 8 blocks up here. So we have an 8 here. We have a couple of 8's blocking down here and an 8 blocking across. So another 8 goes here. Is that all for the 8's for now? I think it is. We must have a 6 here or here because this 6 blocks here and this 6 blocks here. So 6 here or here, and therefore here or here in row 2. 1 blocks down, so 1 goes here or here. That doesn't really mean a lot, does it? 1, 3, 5, 9, 5, 9. This is a 1, 3. 1, 5, 9. This is a 3, therefore this is a 1. And a 5 and a 9 for these two squares now. And that, of course, gives me a 5 for this square or for this square. The 9 blocks over here, so one of these is a 9 blocking up. And since one of these is a 9, we know that one of these must be a 9. We also have a 6 blocking over, so 6 here or here. For the simple reason that this 7 blocks across, this 7 blocks it down, one of these is a 7 blocking across. So here and here are 7 candidates. 1, 2, 5, 7, 2, 5. This is a 1, 7, 2, 7, 1, 5, 1, 7, 2, 5. How nice. But see, I think we can do something about the 5s. I think this must be a 5, and I'll tell you why. This 5 blocks up, and therefore we have a 5 here or here blocking down. So this square and this square cannot be 5s, and this 5 blocks here. So this must be a 5. Now a 1, 2, and a 7 for these squares. 2 blocks here and 2 blocks here, so a 2 goes here, 7 blocks here, so here's a 1 and here is a 7. We talked about how one of these must be a 7, remember? The 7 blocking down, the 7 blocking over, 7 here or here blocking across, 7 blocking across, and now we have the 7 blocking down, so this must be a 7. 3, 6, and 9 for these squares now. 9 here or here, so this is a 3, 6. I'm not sure about that yet. We are also going to have a 9 candidate here or here. Eight must go in one of these two squares. We have this one blocking across here, this one blocks down, this one blocks up, so this is a clear 1. 3, 4, 6, 9 here. And we got a 4 and a 9 blocking here, so this is a 3 or a 6. We have a 9 here blocking up, so one of these is a 9. But I think we knew that, didn't we? The 3s I'm less sure about, so I think I'll let those rest for a while. We have a 2 in this square. It's very simple. This 2 blocks here, and these 2s block here and here. So a 2 here. This 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks up, another 2 must go here. 3, 4, and 6 for these squares. 6 here or here. And therefore, here, here, or here in row 7. But that is as close as I can get for now, I think. We now also have 6s here or here, or 6 candidates, I should say. We have a 5 blocking here, and that gives me a 5 for one of these 2 squares. So therefore, this square can no longer be a 5 candidate, it must be a 9, and this must be the 5. This 9 blocks here, therefore we have a 9 in this square. And here we are now looking for a 5, 3, and a 6. 5, 3, 6. Well, 4, 7, 8 here, therefore. That's also pretty unclear. But no, I have to correct myself. It's not that unclear because this 6 blocks here, this 6 blocks here. We have a 6 here. But we do have a 4, 5, and a 7 blocking here. So a 4, 5, and a 7 must go here. And therefore, these must be a 1 and a 6. And that gives me a 2, 3, and a 9 for these squares here. And I think that gives me a 6 for this squares, and here's how I figure that out. These are 1 and 6, we just established that. We also know that this 6 blocks over, giving me a 6 here or here blocking back, so one of these 2 squares is a 6. So we got 6 candidates in these 4 squares. Where now can we place a 6 in column 5? Not here, not here, and not here. Only here. Now this 3 blocks here, so we have a 3 here, and we have a 5 here. This 5 blocks down, this 5 blocks across, this 5 blocks down, here's a 5. 4 and 7 for these 2 squares now. Now we have a 5 and an 8 here. We have a 5 and an 8 here, so we need to find a 5 and an 8 in these 3 squares, and it so happens that a 5 and an 8 also block this square, so we know that these 2 squares have got to be a 5 and an 8. But at least we know that this is a 7, because the 7 blocks across and this 7 blocks across. And that gives me a 7 up here as well. We know that one of these was a 6 candidate, so the 6 now must go here. And here we have a 6 finally. I think that is going to open up quite a bit of this puzzle now, because the 4 now blocks over here, giving me a 1 here and a 4 here. This 1 and this 1 block these 4 squares, so we have a 1 here. A 2 blocks across and up, here's a 2. And here must go a 9. This 9 blocks across. We know that one of these is a 9 blocking up here, so this must be a 9 as well. 3 and 4 here. So we got a 2 and a 4 here, don't we? And we got a 1, 5, 7 blocking here. So these squares must be a 1, 5, and a 7. And that gives me a 3 for this square. That in turn gives me a 3 here and a 4 here finally. That 4 blocks across, giving me this 4 and this 4 blocks down. Therefore, we have a 4 here. here a 6 and a 5, I believe. Yes, the 5 blocks up. So here's a 6 and here's a 5. 6 blocks this square. So these two squares must be a 6 and a 9. The 6 blocks over, 9 here, 6 here, and therefore a 3 here. This 3 and this 3 block across. This 3 blocks down. Here's a 3. 8 and something here. 3, 8 and 3, 3 blocks over, 8 here, 3 here, 8 blocks over, 8 must go here, 4 and 7 here now. Let's do this one first, shall we? That's a 2. This 2 blocks up, we got 2 2's blocking here, so here's a 2. Now we have a 4 here and therefore here, and we have a 7 here. 7 blocks up and over, 7 here. 1 therefore must go here and a 5 here. That in turn leads to a 5 in this square and a 9 in this. 1 must go here now and a 4 here. 6 and 8 still to be placed here. The 6 blocks down, giving me this 8 and this 6. And that is it for the New York Times Hard Sudoku puzzle. I wish everyone a very lovely Sunday. Thank you for watching and bye for now.